My name is Gary Brown. I'm the running back coach here at Rutgers University. The first drill we're going to look at is called the box drill. It's a drill that we do every day. We feel is that it's important that our backs cut off the right foot and do the right things with their weight and distributing their weight and all those things. There's two types. There's a straight box and there's a diagonal box. So we're going to look at both of those here in this drill. As you can see right there, we want to put our foot in the ground and burst out. If you watch the backs here, they're all distributing their weight well, dropping their hips, making sure that when they do make their cut, that their body weight is down and they're exploding out. This is a great drill for any skill level, I believe, that wants to get better at their body control and their cutting ability. And like I said, this is something that we don't compromise. We do this every day. Tailbacks and fullbacks both do it, and obviously it all, the skill level is all going to depend. It's going to be different for each player, but they all get something out of it, and they all get better at body control and those types of things. I believe this one coming up is the diagonal box drill. Now we're going to change complete direction and make it more of a lateral and diagonal type cut, to where now they really have to drop their hips and turn their whole body around to get that explosion out that we're looking for in our running backs. The whole time that they're doing this, I am screaming at them to make sure that they have complete ball security, because we don't ever want the ball on the ground. So a lot of times you'll see me trying to swing at the ball or those types of things. So they never ever lose consciousness of the ball. Again, both fullbacks and tailbacks do this because somewhere throughout the course of a game or sometime, everybody's going to have their hand on the ball. So we're going to make sure when they do have the hand on their ball, they're very secure and very confident in their ability to make people miss and change direction and all those types of things. The next drill we're going to do is the zigzag drill. This drill is simply for being able to get your feet up and down quickly. This is another good drill that I like to do, at least twice a week, to make sure that the guys are getting their feet up and in and out of holes and things of that nature. So this drill is very good for developing lateral movement and at the same time getting your feet up through holes. Every run we do at the end obviously has a burst out. You can see that cone at the top. We like to put that cone about 5 yards away to simulate that burst that you have to have at the end of runs to separate the good ones from the great ones, is what we like to say. If you can burst through that hole, you split the defense, and we go and score from a long way out. So again, this is a great drill. As you can see, the guys, the first time we did it and the first time you guys do it, it's not going to look very comfortable to the backs, but eventually they'll get used to it, and you'll have guys flying through it like we're doing right now. This next drill is a variation of the jump cut drill. It's where we teach kids to get in and out of cuts quickly. As you can see, our running back here is getting into a hole, and then he's quickly jumping back out of it. It just teaches them to be able to stop on a dime and get going in different directions. Like I said, it's just a variation off of the cut or the jump drill, jump cut. So bang, he gets his foot in the ground, comes on back. Then he gets up there, bang, comes on back, and then bursts out. So as we were always talking about, finishing with a burst. So he gets his foot in the ground, he sees the hole, and then he finishes through the hole strong. This drill here is a sideline drill. This is nothing more than an attitude drill that we want to make sure that if we're on the sideline, we want to punish defenders, and we want to set that attitude and let people know that when they play against Rutgers, that there's not going to be any sliding out of bounds or any of those types of things. It's an attitude deal. It's a situation where kids get a mindset that we're going to be the hitter instead of the hittee, at least for one play. So we want to dip our shoulders and keep our pad level down, keep our weight down, and punch the tackler, so to speak. So we do this, again, we try to switch this up. At least we try to get this at least once or twice a week. during our practice session. So, and it's guys are going to get knocked out of bounds, and you as coaches don't worry about that. The key is that you want to see guys with their pad level down, that they're delivering the blow on the sideline. And you can do this anywhere. As you can see, we can't do this really on the sideline, but any line that you have on your field, you can work it out. And you don't need a lot of expensive equipment. You can do this with little hand shields, or you can do it with guys just pushing guys out of bounds. This drill is it's a good drill for balance and ball security. What we do is you put one hand down. We set the bags in almost like a circle shape, and the guys have to keep a high and tight presence on the football, and with their hand on the ground, be able to get their feet up over the bags quickly. As you can see right there, we want to be able to switch that ball quickly and get moving in the drill. Obviously, this is the first time I believe they did it, so they've gotten a lot better. But what this drill teaches is balance on one hand, being able to keep a smooth running motion, being able to concentrate on the football, and not lose any of your running ability while you're in an awkward position, and not lose sense of the football when you're in an awkward position. We try to do this at least twice a week because I really believe when backs get running, they get twisted and contorted into different body positions, and they still got to be able to perform and to protect that football. So this is something we're going to get better at. As the more we do it, the faster they'll become, and they'll feel more comfortable with that. But again, these are drills that you don't need a lot of equipment with. You need 2 footballs. You can do. You don't need agile bags to do this. It's something that doesn't cost a lot of money, and it trains guys real well. So you see he's having a little problem with that. So we, like I said, it's the first time he did it, but we are going to definitely get better at this. Let's see, he goes again. I believe he steps it up and does a little bit better when he gets used to it. So yeah, there he goes, doing it better. He'll get better. It's one of our better guys, and he's going to do well. Again, guys doing it well, getting used to it, and bursting out at the end. The key, I feel, at the end of everything you do as a running back, you got to burst out at the end and get used to and get comfortable with finishing through the cone and being able to burst and get into space and run and do all those things that make you great. Ball handling, we do this every day with our quarterbacks. We have a couple shots, but we do mostly all of our run game every day. Whatever's going to be installed that day, we'll get with the quarterbacks and do this ball handling drill. So as you all know as coaches, it's very critical that we don't want to put the ball on the ground. That's an outside stretch right there. This right here is a counter toss. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything correctly and we're getting downhill and doing what we have to do. This is the run block section. I believe that everybody needs to know how to do this, run tailbacks and fullbacks. What we like to teach is we want to keep our head up and throw the hands in an upward motion, almost like you're going to try to impale the defender. We put the boards down there so we make sure our base is strong, and at the same time we finish going upward because I believe that when you sink your hips and drop your hips, that's when you get that burst you're looking for in the run block, dropping your hips and that pop that you need to be effective run blocker. Routes, these are some of the routes that we do here at Rutgers. A lot of routes we do here for the running backs are swing routes and checkdowns. We talk about turning 6 yards into 60 when it comes to the running backs catching balls. So we take a lot of pride in being good route runners. What I like to tell the guys is you got to be total football players and just not running back. So we enjoy our role in the pass game, and we this year hope to be a huge part of it. Right there that you just saw right there was a typical check down. Usually it's around 3 or 4 yards. Get your shoulders turned around quickly and get your numbers to the quarterback so he can hit you right on your chest. And again, turn those 6-yard gains into 60-yard gains. Those are those hidden yards that people really don't talk about, but we emphasize those here at Rutgers. believe this is going to be another check down after we got everybody straightened out and lined up. Obviously, this is early, so we want to make sure everybody's perfect in their alignments in those types of situations. But you'll be able to see, we check our protection, we burst in and turn around, sit down, burst out. Those are the things that go unnoticed and are very critical to our success here at Rutgers. Here's pass pro. Again, this is something that we take pride in, not getting the quarterback sacked. What we like to teach our guys is you got to keep your head up. You block with your eyes first, and your feet will follow. So we say that all the time. We say that every time we go out and pass pro. So the first thing we do is we learn how to do it amongst ourselves, just to learn how to fit it correctly and do the things that are technically sound when it comes to run blocking. That's another good one. Keeping your head up, moving your feet, seeing what you're going to block. But then eventually we will take turns with the linebackers. You'll see that here in a second. All right. So we're always trying to be perfect with our pass pro. We don't, in our room, we take pride in not giving up sacks. We feel as though we're the last line of defense for the quarterback. So on top of being physically and technically correct in the run blocking or in the pass blocking part of our game, we want to make sure that we're mentally strong too. Here's where we go against linebackers. This is a very exciting drill. It's something where everybody gets wound up and gets excited about it because, you take pride in it. They take pride in it to getting the quarterback. We take pride in protecting the quarterback. So we take pride in this. Obviously, we're trying to use all the techniques that you saw earlier when we go against regular people by keeping our head up, striking, and running our feet. All right, right there, he could have finished that one, but we're going to work on him with that one. Here's a good one. Strikes him, keeps his feet moving, keeps going, keeps finishing the block. This is what we call SKEL. This is something more in the pass game where we have to be precise. We talked about with our routes with the quarterback. You'll see some shots here where we directly affect the play in a positive way because we snap into our routes and we do what we have to do when it comes to pass routes. Here you're going to see the back do a swing route, and he opens the post up here at the top of the screen as you can see. He bursts out. He affects that flat defender. We get the post inside. Those are the types of things that we like to do. We take pride in it because, as all you coaches know, football is a team sport, and everybody has to do their job. You'll be able to see it more clean right here. Our tailback directly affects the flat defender, which in turn opens up this post route for our wide receiver out here on the left-hand side. Boom, there it is. So we feel as though we're a direct part of that success of that play. Here's another play where we directly affect what's going on in the pass game. We're going to get out here, sit down, get out here quickly, sit down, and we affect that linebacker in there so our wide receiver can get behind him. We try to put people in binds in our pass game, and if we as running backs do not take it seriously and do not snap in and get out there with great urgency, we won't be able to affect people. And you see this play here where the tight end goes inside, but we affect the hook defender where he doesn't know what to do, and we throw it right behind him. This play coming up is going to be for our fullback, an out and up situation. We don't get the ball on this particular play, but just the urgency that we get out there and try to make things happen. The ball could have come to us, but we threw it to the underneath receiver. But I just wanted to show this play because of the urgency it is. When we get the ball, when we don't get the ball, has to be the same. So our fullback here goes up, runs into a little wheel route, doesn't get the ball, but at the same time, he affects that linebacker so the tight or the wide receiver can get in there underneath him. This is probably the most important thing we do here at Rutgers is ball security. As you coaches know, there's no way you can win a football game putting the ball on the ground. And we take great pride here not putting the ball on the ground as running backs. I think it's a direct link between winning and losing, as you guys know. So we're going to look at a couple drills that we do here to make sure that we do not put the ball on the ground. This one here is basically just putting the back in a uncomfortable position and take shots at him. I mean, I don't really know if this is you're going to get this type of situation in the game, but you will get situations where guys are putting their hand down or going forward when they're leaning forward and guys taking shots. So the spin part is just a way just to get more shots at him, but the key is to try to smack that ball with bags and things of this nature to make him aware that you have to keep pressure on the ball at all times, that you never know when that shot's going to come, where they're going to put a nice shot on the football, or what they feel is a nice shot on the football, and that ball's going to come flying out. So this is just something just to keep them aware and train themselves not to ever be loose with the football. This here is another drill that we do. It's called hold the runner or rake the ball, however you want to call it. I've seen it called many different things. But here we're going to teach leg drive at the same time having ball security. So we don't want that ball coming out when you're trying to drive and run, because the natural flow of running is to swing your shoulder, and when you swing your shoulder in football, that ball becomes exposed. So this drill teaches us to have that same leg drive, and at the same time keep that ball high and tight. You'll see it here again with our guys, and again, those guys in the running back group take great pride in it. They get upset if they ever put the ball on the ground, and those are the types of kids you want, because those are the types of kids that aren't going to beat you. They take as much pride in it as you do. Here we go again. Obviously, we switch hands. We want to rake at it as many times as we can. We never let the ball carrier know when that rake is coming, because obviously we don't want him clinching up on the ball and teaching bad habits, because you never know when that situation is going to come where a defender is going to swing at the ball or take a stab at it or whatever. So we don't ever tell the back when it's going to happen. We just take swings at it. It teaches them that discipline of keeping that elbow down and making sure that we don't put the ball on the ground. I want to say thank you for taking time with me and listening to some of the things that we like to teach here at Rutgers, and I hope this DVD helped you out. Thank you.